When I was a kid, there was something about the idea of getting dirty that seemed so thrilling. I mean, who doesn't want to be a little rebellious, dive into puddles and come out covered in mud? But of course, there's always that moment when you realize you've crossed a line, when the fun of mucking about turns into the dread of facing the shower or, in Harry's case, the bath. And speaking of baths, let's talk about Harry the Dirty Dog, a story that combines a little canine mischief, a lot of dirt, and an overwhelming sense of love and belonging. This isn't just a tale about a dog who needs a good scrub. It's a delightful narrative about how sometimes, in order to find your way home, you need to be a little messy first. So let's dive into this classic by Gene Zion and talk about Harry's hilarious, dirty, and heartwarming journey back to his loving family. Spoiler alert, it involves a lot of dirt and some very clever plotting. The start of Harry's great escape. Harry is no ordinary dog. In fact, he's a white dog with black spots. But not just any white dog. Harry has a very important quirk. He hates baths. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not that Harry is a bad dog. He's just, well, a dog, a playful one at that. But when it's bath time, Harry's instinct is clear. No way. I'm out of here. And so, in an effort to avoid the dreaded tub, Harry does what any clever dog would do. He runs away. His family calls his name, but Harry, in all his doggy wisdom, knows they'll try to corner him. So, he scampers off, eager to leave behind the looming bath. But here's where things take a turn. Harry doesn't just go for a little walk in the park. Oh no! He has bigger plans. He decides to get really dirty. I mean, we're talking rolling in dirt, playing in mud, and basically taking the term dirty dog to an entirely new level. And just like that, Harry becomes unrecognizable. It's not just a simple case of getting a little bit dusty. No, Harry goes all out, making himself so dirty that when he finally returns home, he's a completely different dog. His white fur? Well, that's no longer white. It's brown, gray, and covered in all sorts of messy treasures from his adventure. He's practically a new creature. The problem with being a dirty dog. Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? He's just a dog. What's a little dirt? But Harry's family has different standards. They don't recognize him. Not because they're mean, they're not. But because Harry is so dirty, he's practically invisible to them. He's a stranger in his own home. And here's where the story really starts to pull at the heartstrings. You see, Harry is confused. He's always been the family's white dog with black spots. And now, not only does he look different, but he also feels different. His family doesn't know him, and Harry doesn't know if they'll ever want him back. That's a tough pill to swallow for a dog who's always known where he belongs. He's lost in a sea of dirt and doubt. And as much as he wants to just jump up and shout, "Hey, it's me! It's Harry!" he knows it's not that easy. In fact, his situation is downright hilarious, yet deeply relatable. We've all been in a position where we felt like we didn't belong, like we'd messed up too much to ever fit back in. But that's when the charm of Harry's journey really starts to shine. Instead of sulking, Harry keeps trying to figure out how he can get his family to recognize him. He sits, he barks, he even does his best tricks, but nothing works. The dirt is just too much for his family to handle, and Harry is starting to feel a little lost. The moment of realization and the search for home. Now, in case you're thinking, okay, this poor dog is having a crisis, but will he ever figure it out? Don't worry. Harry is nothing if not resourceful. After all, he's spent his entire life with his family. He's done all the usual things. Played fetch, chased squirrels, and been an overall good dog. But now, he's not even sure if he can remember what it feels like to be recognized by the ones he loves. The story takes a turn here, and this is where the magic of Harry the Dirty Dog really begins to hit home. Harry, despite the overwhelming odds, is determined to find a way back to his family. He starts to realize that, while being dirty might make him look different, it doesn't change who he is inside. His love for his family remains constant, no matter how much dirt he's covered in. So, What does Harry do? He starts to clean himself up. Slowly but surely, he licks away the dirt little by little. It's not a quick fix, and it's not easy, but it's a journey, just like life often is. Harry takes the time to shed the layers of dirt that have separated him from his true self and his family. He's not looking for perfection. He's looking for acceptance. He's looking to be seen again. The emotional return to the family. Finally, after a long, hard battle with grime, Harry emerges from the dirt. And this time, when he shows up at home, he's a little less dirty, a little more like the dog his family remembers. He's no longer unrecognizable. And that's when something wonderful happens. His family sees him, really sees him, and they know exactly who he is. They greet him with love, joy, and affection, just as they always have. The true beauty of Harry the Dirty Dog lies in this moment. The realization that no matter how messy we get, no matter how far we stray from who we once were, there's always a way back to the people who love us. There's always room for forgiveness and acceptance, no matter how dirty we might be. And in Harry's case, it's that unconditional love from his family that helps him feel whole again. The dirt may have clouded Harry's appearance for a while, but it never clouded the love his family had for him. They saw through the mess, through the layers of dirt, and recognized the dog they had always loved. This moment, in the simplest terms, is about redemption, acceptance, and the power of being truly seen for who you are. Final thoughts. The beauty of Harry's messy journey. Now, as a reader and likely a dog lover, you might be sitting there thinking, this is a simple story. It's just about a dog who gets dirty. And yes, on the surface, Harry the Dirty Dog is about exactly that. But beneath the surface, it's a story that speaks to all of us. Whether you're a kid or an adult, the themes of belonging, the search for love, and the power of being accepted despite your flaws are universal. We all have moments when we feel a little dirty, when we feel like we've lost our way or messed things up beyond repair. But what Harry teaches us is that it's not the mess that matters. It's the heart behind the mess, the love that endures, and the willingness to keep trying. So next time you find yourself covered in dirt, metaphorically or literally, think of Harry. Remember that no matter how messy things get, there's always a path back to love, to family, and to home. And hey, if a dog can figure it out, we've all got a shot, right? Harry the Dirty Dog isn't just about getting clean. It's about remembering who you are and finding your way back to the ones who love you, even when you're at your most unrecognizable. And isn't that the most magical thing of all? Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybookssummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends. And let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.